Is this the last of our gas?
That's the last of it.
That's not even supposed to be for the generator.
It's enough for now.
All right, we need more gas.
The paper needs to be burned.
Batteries in the walkie-talkie died again.
Time to go to the dump again.
Solar panel needs to be moved again.
We're out of drinking water.
Water in the trailer for me to take a shower.
Poop tank is full.
Another black ant.
We need more gas. The generator needs an oil change. Paper,
Batteries,
dump,
solar,
water.
Shower.
Poop tank, an oil change. Gas, paper, water.
Shower.
Poop tank, gas, paper, water.
Shower.
Poop tank, gas, paper, water.
Shower.
Poop tank, gas.
Breakfast on the barbecue. This barbecue with the side burner, priceless when you're living off grid, because you really don't want to have to cook in the camper if you don't have to. So how often do you think we fill the water?
Pretty much every other day.
So we're putting in
26 gallons every other day, probably.
So it's not too bad.
Takes time, though. A friend of mine recommended these RV filters, and according to this, it filters out an awful lot of stuff. Aluminum, bacteria, bad taste, cadmium, chloride, iron, which we have a lot of. I don't know how much of this you believe, Kathy, as a scientist. Lead, mercury, other.
I'm willing to give it a try.
Odor. It was like 16 bucks for 2 of these on Amazon, and this is it. Just a garden hose setup. What's good about this thing, too, and what it's designed for, is to protect the RV pump. So they say to flush this for 1 minute. Do we want to waste
Waste a minute worth of water?
5 gallons of
No,
water?
we're not drinking it, so no.
All right, let's see how that works.
You coming?
Oh,
Ew!
I guess you do have to flush it.
Oh yeah, that was black, like black charcoal.
It's a little slower, but it's pushing through that filter, that's why.
We have a problem because it's literally dribbling out now. Let's try it without that quick. All right, so we took off the filter and reconnected the hose because it's just taking way too long. And what might be happening is as the water level is deeper and deeper, it's harder for the pump to draw it up.
So let's just see what happens now.
Oh yeah, look at that. Much better.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe we just have to use that going into the trailer.
Yeah, because it won't be pumping from 20 feet down. That's it. Full to the top. Okay, so this is the output of the pump. This goes to the RV. All right, ready? Contact.
That's pretty good. Oh. Okay. Coming out.
I know it is, but it's not coming out the way it normally comes out.
I'll go in and check. Is there a reason why it's all open and taken apart?
Yeah, there is. It's another whole experiment. Just push the button that says fresh.
It's only at half.
Yeah, I thought so.
Filters cannot really fully filter out viruses and bacteria, which is why we haven't been using this water to drink. And in case anybody's wondering, we have 7-gallon containers that we go and fill up at my parents' house. We have a special hose for outside that you can drink through. So it's not that we're filling it up with a garden hose, it's a special hose that you can drink through. And we have to do this about once a week.
It's not coming out very fast.
Why do you think that is?
The pump sounds a little sick. All right, let's do one more quick test. I'll turn that off. Disconnect this.
Maybe the little pump we're using just can't handle it, is what you're thinking?
Yeah.
There's a little tiny screen in here, and it's perfectly clean.
Okay, big difference.
Pump sounds different. It's not whining, and the water's cranking. So yeah, the filters are probably really good. They're just not good with this pump.
Buy a new pump.
No, that is not the answer. We're getting a delivery. Yay!
Yes. You're our first delivery ever.
Apparently there's like an automatic shut off in the trailer with the DC if the battery gets below a certain level. Because this morning when we turned on the TV with the inverter using the battery, The TV only worked for maybe 15 minutes and then everything shut off. So what is that?
It's a digital voltmeter.
And you're going to try to keep it permanently hooked up in the trailer. Why?
So I could monitor the voltage of the battery. I'm going to stick it right here.
So that means at any given time, if we want to know how much juice is in the battery?
Right, because this thing, all it does is tell you, like, all right, I got 3 lights on, it's 2/3, you know, whatever that means. I want to know voltage.
Okay. And what should the battery always have?
With the solar, no less than like 12.4, 12.3.
Rich has some extra wire that he is going to hook up to our little solar panel here by the camper so that we can get more sunlight during the day. Currently, the wire that we have is really small and it only goes to this little area right here. But later in the day, the sun is over there. So with this extra wire connected, we'll be able to really move the solar panel throughout the day and take advantage of as much sunlight as possible in this area.
25 feet. Got it on Amazon. Link in the description below.
Okay. Hopefully that extra wire and the ability to move the solar panel a little bit more on a sunny day will help us maximize efficiency. I'm calling you from our new phone. It worked. Hello? He said this important message about my automobile insurance. How often do you think we fill this?
I don't know, every other day really.
Okay, so it's 2.5 gallons.
2.5 gallons. We try not to run it too much, but we do what we gotta do, right?
So we fill it like every other day. We don't run it that often each day. And an oil change is every 100 hours?
Yeah.
So we do an oil change how often?
I'm guessing right around once a month.
Okay. All right.
I actually checked the oil today and it looks really good. It looks clean.
That's good.
And I'm using synthetic oil. So like I said, the oil looks good.
We need to plan our day very carefully when we come to town. So today we're getting gas. We have a little shopping to do at the Family Dollar over there. And then we'll grocery shop in Tops.
Well, it finally came in. We got the 63-inch snowblower attachment, the front drive PTO, the front subframe, and the deflector chute. All the parts are here. I'm going to be putting this together myself. Stay tuned for that. That ought to be interesting. All right, let's get it off the trailer.
And how often do we have to dump our little poopy tank?
About once a week.
Okay. We just picked up pizza to go. So it's not that much in the boonies. There's still pizza where you can pick it up and take it home. They don't deliver more than 5 miles away, so that rules us out. But yeah, there's still pizza here. Time to burn the pizza boxes. Birch bark, great for starting fires. Burns even when it's wet.
Yeah, this was sitting out in the rain for a while. I just want to see what's in this box because this thing's definitely gotten wet.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
And I don't know.
That's awful.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any electronics in here. There should be a solenoid somewhere.
Ew, it smells like mold.
It's wet. This is wet. That's gross.
It was sitting on the lot for who knows how long, getting weathered. And the only reason you knew it came in is because you called and asked.
Right. And of course the directions.
That's ridiculous.
We're going to let them dry out.
That is absolutely ridiculous. They're barely legible. What about that other box? I think we should open that one too.
That's just a drive shaft, but yeah. This is going to be the PTO drive shaft. I might spray this shaft right now with
That's disappointing. Look at it.
WD-40.
Put that closer to the camera.
Wow. This is a little bit of a problem because I'm no professional, but I have a feeling that this bearing has to be on that shaft. For the money, I want a new shaft.
Definitely.
That is rust. That is not just surface rust. We'll get them to send us a new shaft.
I think we have to go unpack the whole thing and check it.
Probably. After seeing that drive shaft so rusty, I definitely want to open this up and take a look at it. Alright, so this is just the subframe piece. You know, I mean, stuff like this kind of sucks when you see these rusty chains, and this looks okay. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Everything looks okay here. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
So this piece,
you can definitely tell this really sat out for a good long time.
True. All right. Everything's wet. That's got plenty of grease on it. That looks okay. That's wet.
Oh yeah.
I got to see what's in every box here.
There's a big black widow spider right there. That is a black widow.
All right, well, this looks okay. The box is ruined, but yeah. That's a good looking unit though.
Yeah. Yep.
Kubota orange.
Yep.
No signs of rust or anything on this. By the way, I found 2 new grease fittings on the tractor when I was just...
Oh no, so that's 36 now?
5, I think.
Well, the last count was 34.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's the last day of July, and it's 8:20 in the morning. Look at the temperatures. It's 53 degrees outdoors and 57 degrees in here. You hear the heat on in the background. Can you believe it? We might need that snowblower sooner than we thought. We got to do the laundry.